What's up, guys? This is Vino from 7sins.com, and today I'm going to be giving you my Borderlands 2 review. Now, right off the bat, you guys can tell that the HUD and basic style remains the same from Borderlands 1 with some minor changes. The core gameplay still remains about the same with the original skill system still being in place, but they've introduced what you guys may have heard as the badass system, where if you complete certain challenges like getting 10 headshots with a sniper rifle, for example, then you'll unlock badass tokens which you can redeem for, in turn, badass ranks. These badass ranks, for example, you can get plus 1% for, all melee damage. But this badass rank applies for all your characters throughout the game. So if you start a new character, then you'll have that badass rank applied to them, which of course you can turn off if you don't want it to apply to them. Now here you guys can see some gunplay between myself, of course, and these monsters. I forget what their name is. But I got this shotgun right here, which you can only fire one bullet before you have to reload. But you can see that, it still remains the same from Borderlands 1, the essential gunplay or whatever. A new feature you guys might not have been aware of is the ability to play split screen online, which they didn't have in Borderlands 1. Much like the recent Call of Duty titles that have come out. I think this is a pretty good feature because they didn't have it in Borderlands 1, and I found myself trying to decide whether to play with my buddy who was right next to me or play with my friends who are online. Here you guys can see the menus. You got the badass ranking system that I explained earlier. You got your map, your mission objectives, your inventory, and your skill points. You guys have probably noticed that I'm playing as Zero, but he doesn't look as he did in the trailers and the commercials that they've had. This is because they've added another new feature that allows you to basically customize whatever character you're using. They've added the ability to customize your head as well as your skin and the colors that your person uses. Now they haven't added the actual ability to change like the actual garments like from head to toe that you wear, but they have a bunch of presets of it allow you to pick from that you can use to customize, just to have a different feel from everybody else that's playing it. The sound in the game is pretty darn good. The music is great, the monsters, they have some pretty cool sound effects, the dialogue is funny, and the narrative itself is actually pretty good. Apart, Borderlands 1 wasn't that great, but they actually have somewhat of a story going this time, so the narrative, it's pretty good. They still have that AI girl, but once you get past her, then, the narrative is pretty good. So, they also have the side quests and all the bounty board stuff that you can do. So make sure you do that when you're playing, because they offer some pretty good content if you want to get into that. Some pretty funny stuff. And of course you get all the good loot from the side quests and whatnot. The loot itself is pretty much, the same concept as Borderlands 1, where, if you kill someone, they have a chance of dropping something good, something bad, you know what I mean? And of course you can go around and try to find a treasure chest that contain loot, shields, and, grenade mods and whatnot, all that stuff.
I'm really good at absorbing robot tears. Once you're done collecting all the fur, why don't you bring it to me instead of Hammerlock?
I overheard Claptrap asking you for the Bullymong fur you're collecting, as I fear he would do something irredeemably stupid with it, like make a mohawk out of it or something. Let me sweeten the deal. If you bring me the fur, I shall give you one of my finest sniper rifles.
So there you guys heard some of the witty dialogue, between Claptrap and the other guy. Claptrap is pretty funny in this game as he was in the first game, so expect to hear some witty things and, downright stupid stuff from him, but, it wouldn't be the same game without him. So heading back to the customization and loot topics, some of the enemies and treasure chests actually contain actual presets that you can pick up, which adds to your list of presets that you can choose for your character. So if you pick one of these up, then you unlock a different head or something like that. So here you guys can see I just reached level 5, so I unlocked a skill point which I can use to unlock my character's special ability. Now Zero's is he sends out a decoy, which you see here in a second, and you actually go invisible, which allows you to, either sneak up behind an enemy and melee them, or it actually adds increased bullet damage. So basically, the longer you wait, the more powerful your damage is. So all in all, the game itself is pretty darn good. It's essentially the same as Borderlands 1, but with some added nifty new features, new narrative, new characters, new weapons, stuff like that. The graphics are great, the sound is good, the gameplay, gunplay, everything is great. I would highly recommend it to anyone who is into Borderlands 1, and if you haven't checked out Borderlands 1, the story is different, so you don't have to worry about that. So you can just hop right on into it, play some co-op with your friends. It supports up to 4 players co-op. Alright guys, that about wraps up my review. If you have any questions or concerns, please PM me on 7sins.com, or go ahead and leave a comment or a question or suggestion in the video, and I'll maybe upload some more gameplay before the game comes out for you guys to see.